All right. Apparently we are live.
Sweet.
And it has not hit the YouTube page yet. I will let you know when it does. There we go. We are good to go.
Oh, all right, there we go. Boom. Is my big ugly mug taking up room on your screens? Sweet. All right. Then, welcome to Inspiration Hits. We are the web show that teaches you how to make things that may or may not work for, the bedroom or the dungeon or the ice cream parlor. So, a while ago, we were trying to do a kind of getting to know you live chat YouTube thing, and it was kind of working. It kind of wasn't working, and then it was working, and now we have no idea what we're doing. And since we have absolutely no idea what we're doing, we're just going to go ahead and try to kind of feel our way or bumble our way through this whole thing by doing a bunch of first date questions. And because of the fact that we thought it would be a lot more entertaining if we actually did it as a group, as opposed to just me rattling questions off at you, which, although fun, can get rather boring rather fast. So, that having been said, I should probably introduce you to the panel. So, we've got today with us, unsurprisingly, we have Le Friday. And, of course, we also have Light Wraith.
Hello.
And so we're going to start off with a bunch of just questions that are great for a first date. I don't know if any of you have ever been on one of these kinds of issues, or, well, things, namely a first date. But what will happen is at some point, people will start asking questions. And our goal here is to kind of give you a little bit different of a viewpoint as opposed to just the standard interview questions, but things that you can actually start talking about. For those of you who missed it last time, we had such wonderful questions as in I'm just throwing off. Would you consider speed dating? What do you prefer to drink with your morning meal? Or does your family have a motto, and is it spoken or unspoken? So we just generally ask those questions. We answered those questions, and as we're trying to figure this whole thing out and whether or not it looks good, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the shorter list of questions than last time.
And just to steal it for a second, if you do have questions, we can't get the chat thing to work, so send us questions over Twitter.
Ooh, hashtag IH first date questions. Tiger growl. Right? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so like I said, we have absolutely no idea what we're doing, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully this will work, especially because I'm currently just staring at the list of questions and not the people who are going to be answering them. First question, do you think you're funny?
Heck yes, I think I'm funny. Sometimes.
Most of the time. Especially when I got good jokes. I'm very punny.
Yeah. So I am, regardless of what anybody else thinks.
Looking.
Hey, looks aren't everything. So, next question. Do you like or dislike surprises?
I hate surprises. Hate them.
Why?
Because, oh man, I don't know. Because surprises, it could either be good or it could either be terrible. And there's that moment right before the surprise where you know that you're going to get surprised. Like you have that inkling that something's going to happen and you don't know what. And it could be a knife or it could be something delightful. And that suspenseful moment, can't take it.
So, Friday's a little bit crazy and could potentially have a Carrie moment. So, we're going to treat her with kid gloves. I, on the other hand, am typically negatively inclined towards surprises, but there are some surprises that are fun. Surprise gifts, surprise wake ups by the opposite sex. Most of the other surprises are pretty terrible.
Like surprise birthday parties? No. No. Never.
And here I thought I was bad. I was going to say, no, actually, I do like surprises. However, I do have knee jerk reactions that may or may not involve me punching. So, uh, in fact, actually, that was a joke for a while with I have an older sister, and it was a joke for a while that what she would do is she learned how to wake me up in such a way because I didn't like to be, in the peaceful dreamland, and then all of a sudden, oh God, no! So there was that. All right. So, what do you think is your very best feature or characteristic?
Didn't we already answer this one? Okay. Let's see. I would have to say, like, physical characteristic, personality thing. What are you going for?
Yes.
I have great tits and a good personality.
Those are synonymous.
Yeah.
Large tracts of land.
So, yes.
Oh, I thought you were still going. So, me, I'm witty. In typical conversation, I can flow pretty well. On the spot, however, I do terribly. So there's that. If I'm thinking about it, I'm not very good at social interactions, but that's not the question. Either way, I'm witty and I'm smart. Ha, suck it.
All right. I am tall and will loom over you. No. My very best feature is obviously. He says obviously, and then pauses to think because he doesn't want to sound egotistical. It's my humility. It really is. I mean, I'm a fantastic human being, and everything is freaking phenomenal about me, but it has to be my humility.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep. Totally. You're.
We have to deal with Friday. Who wins on this one?
I do.
Okay. I'm using my little automatic thing because reasons. Anyway, so then what would you change about yourself if you could?
Let's see. Personally, like, weight, and I work on it constantly. So, and possibly time management. Time management would be a thing.
I would definitely work on my social skills. I am not comfortable in large groups of people, and it's purely because I'm not used to it. Shortly behind that, I would try and find a way to have more motivation to go to the gym more often.
I see.
You?
What would I change about myself? How can you change perfection?
Right.
Okay.
Really?
Silence. I am funny. Going back to question one. No, so if I could change anything, definitely it would be probably maybe I don't know. I don't think there's much about me I would actually change. Maybe I would get rid of my gut, but beyond that, I kind of like me. I really do.
See, I'm seeing a constant theme here. We all need to go to the gym.
Yay, we're all fat. So what is your most unattractive trait?
I think we all just answered that.
Haha, then we will go.
Not
Move on.
necessarily.
You make a point.
Okay, so what's yours?
Mine? Self-confidence. I don't have enough of it. I could use more.
Fair enough.
Want to borrow some of mine?
I think if we combined our two together, we might run about average. So, no. In general, mine. I've been known to have an ego, so I don't have confidence at the right times. I think is the right way to go about it. If I averaged out the timing on my self confidence, I'd probably be all right.
Yeah, I think because what I'll do, I'm in the same boat. What I'll do is I will look at, I'll introduce myself to a nice young lady, or 9 times out of 10 I won't. I'll actually just kind of, oh, she was nice to look at, and then I will continue on with my life, and I will like walk up and be like, hey, how do you feel about getting hit? You like it? I like it. I like hitting people. It's a thing. But then again, that also is not something that comes off in regular conversations as a bueno thing. So, meh.
Yeah, it's usually frowned upon. Just regular social norms, walking up to people and being like, "So, hey, I kind of want to hit you."
Wait, that's not normal? Because I do that at the job all the time.
Yeah, I actually got told I'm not allowed to headbutt people wearing my helmet.
That's both terrible and scary. So, what's your biggest weakness?
Mine? Again, is this like physical, personality-wise? Okay, greatest weakness.
All right, so
No, I'm gonna have to go with time management.
all right. See, I was going to answer that question. Say something along the lines of, uh, obviously we've gone over the physical characteristics. So at this point, it's kind of what is your personal weakness?
Again, I'm not great at time management. I'm really great at a lot of things, but I want to do all those things at the same time.
She's not wrong in this. She is terrible at time management.
Mm-hmm.
I got 20 projects I can't do. What? One more? Okay.
Because I must have all the projects.
This is why I say the biggest responsibility any one person has to themselves is to be able to say no.
That's what we have you for.
True.
Seriously, you fill that role. You're really good at it.
No, I'm not. See what I did there?
Ha.
Light Wraith?
Focus. I tend to focus on one thing and I shut everything else out. And random things pop up and I just can't break away from that one thing until it's done. And if it happens to pull me away from it, I get super grouchy until I can go back and finish that thing. I need my boxes, man. I got to be in my boxes.
You and your darn boxes.
It's a guy thing. There's actually a really great video on it about the difference between the male brain and the female brain, and it goes. We should link that at some point because I use that as a lot of basis for a lot of the stuff I do.
It was a really good video.
That was the one guy, and he was like going back and forth between the columns, and that one. Yes, no, that is fantastic. I need to watch that again.
For those of you who are interested, it's called A Tale of Two Brains. I forget who it's by, but you'll be able to, if you look it up on YouTube. Okay, there you go. So Friday will link it. Woohoo! And she's making the notes now. Sweet! My biggest weakness, honestly, redheads. I'm not even kidding. Like, people laugh about this, but it's...
Redhead's good at math.
Oh, if you are a redhead who can do my math homework, that'd be fantastic. Because I've decided the statistics is a lie.
If you're a redhead who's good at math and, wants to join a polycule, like, come join us.
Yeah, she will. But I mean, what? No, I would never say such things because that would be wrong and perhaps rude. And I do not want to be rude to potential redheads. Anyway, I don't.
I think they're always redheads. They're potential partners. There's a significant difference there.
Is there?
Yes.
Are you sure?
well, a redhead in, say, France is probably not a potential partner
Why not?
because geographical separation. It's really hard to do the fun things that you would want to do with the redhead if she's in, across an ocean.
That can be overcome.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have figured out Light Ray's biggest weakness. He gives up.
Oh.
Tell you what, this could be a challenge.
I think it is a challenge. I think I officially threw down.
I like that you threw down without your mic on. Boom.
Is my mic on now? Okay, I'm
Yeah, you're
gonna.
good now.
Okay, good. So yes, okay, I threw down. Yes, I think your biggest weakness is your willingness to give up, and I think honestly that or that any challenge can be overcome, like distance and such. I am willing to throw down if there is a redhead in France. Je parle français. Je voudrais you to contact me. Yeah, because quite frankly, let's face it. At this point, most of our audience is English speaking. So, that having been said, je suis un petit singe malade. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Really?
Y'all don't even know what I said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Just go ahead and sit there and laugh like you know what I said. You don't. Why? Because tu ne parles français. Papa.
Right.
He's right. I don't. I'm pretty okay with Italian and Spanish, but French I just never picked up.
You were terrible with Italian.
I can understand it. That's all that
You
matters.
brought a little postcard around with you with a euro sign on it to ask how much things cost.
Yeah, and it worked like a champ. I would hold up my little card and point at stuff with a questioning look, and they would tell me how much it cost, and I would understand them. Communication is not all about speaking the same language. It's about getting your point across, and I did it effectively.
But that's not speaking Italian.
But it doesn't really matter. I picked up on a chick in Italy once. I don't speak Italian at all. So there's that.
I speak Italian, just not verbally. Boom. It's a romance language. I got that part down.
And as a method to totally and completely alienate any Italian-speaking audience members we might have, boopadabaca, babadabuka, babadabuka. All right, so moving on. What is your biggest strength? Tell us, we must know.
That's like a total change of I don't know, biggest strength. Let's see. I'm gonna say, I don't know, creativity. I think outside the box. This is directly applicable to the whole box conversation. I think outside the box. You guys think in boxes. I think in a ball of string. So you take a string and then some sort of other string comes out.
I feel the need to point out that when you find yourself continually communicating with people who think in boxes, thinking outside the box may not necessarily be a strength.
What if there's fire outside the box?
Well, then if you're thinking outside the box and your thinking is going to get burned up, we're going to be safe in our boxes.
They're not steel boxes.
Hmm?
They're cardboard boxes.
But if the fire's outside the box, it's outside the box. So we just got to make sure it doesn't get inside the box.
It's a ridiculous conversation. Ridiculous.
Yes. And?
True. All right, fine. Mr. Boxman, what are your strengths?
I'm a fantastic troubleshooter. I'm great at looking at things from a high level and at the low level and comparing the two and finding the differences.
That was succinct.
Do lots of job interviews.
Fair enough.
He's not wrong. So, all right, and I guess my biggest strength is the fact that I am able to break things down on a project management kind of level. So I know, like, once we come up with a project, I'm really good at being able to decide, okay, well, this needs to be done, then this needs to be done, then this needs to be done. We should do it in this order. However, there's some wiggle room. And then as soon as somebody says, well, what if we add this? No, that was not part of the plan. We are not adding any additional frills. I don't care if you want a, glow light on your thingamahoozle. No.
But the glow light adds to it.
Yeah, it does. However, no.
You're also really good at saying no.
Yeah, well, there's that too. But it's not my greatest. It's not my biggest strength.
Fair enough.
All right. So next one. Are you a clean or messy person?
Okay, I am a clean person, but I have a messy house. There's a difference. There's not like mold growing everywhere. And, personal hygiene is important. However, I like to live in a little bit of chaos. It's good. Like, everybody's sort of like, oh, yay, I want that, like, sparkly magazine house. No.
For those of you who don't speak Friday, she just said she's a messy person. Just clearing that up.
Who's clean?
She understands her chaos. The rest of us do not. Therefore, she is messy.
So wait, my question is, does that essentially mean that her answer was yes?
Yeah, which sucks because she stole my answer, dang it.
Ah!
She just used a lot more words.
Okay, then I guess it's my turn if your answer is yes and your answer is yes. And my answer is I take showers. Usually. Sometimes. Shut up. No, honestly, when it comes to space, I am completely messy, and I will not even deny that. When it comes to... Thanks for the agreement.
Put your laundry away.
Nope.
I feel the need to point out that we've branched this out into two separate questions. Because by saying clean or messy, that's indicating that messy is dirty. So is it clean or dirty, or is it organized or messy? Because there's a difference.
Yes, there is a difference, but there is such thing as organized chaos.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is you're clean, but disorganized.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm, clean, and I have to be organized to be able to think, but I can't organize everything because I live with someone who needs her chaos. So I try and organize my small spaces and ignore everything else. And that's how I maintain my sanity.
How's that working for you?
Wait, he has sanity?
That's what I was wondering.
That would be the issue here. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
So, I don't know if you notice that when I cook, which is far and few between, granted, but when I cook, I have to clean the kitchen first. Otherwise, I just can't do it. My mind goes...
Yes, it's the afterwards.
And afterwards, I don't have to be there anymore.
He doesn't have to clean. What does he care?
There's like...
All right. Then, yes, I'm going to stick with I have organized chaos as well. It is not something that most people will understand, but, you ask me to find a specific thing in a specific place. If I'm the last person to touch it, I will know exactly where it is, unless it's lower than about waist level. But that's a completely different thing. So...
That's what Friday's for.
Exactly. Then I can find it.
Exactly. So, am I... organized? I'd say yes. Not quite organized chaos, but definitely there's a method to my madness. My housekeeping method should be just like 90% of people on Facebook. There appears to have been a struggle.
Cleanse it with fire?
I keep offering that and nobody ever lets me.
Maybe when we move.
The house? I can cleanse it with fire. After we get all this stuff out. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, so next question is, what is your favorite holiday?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know. That one's kind of tough. I like Halloween. I think Arbor Day, though. I really like Arbor Day.
You lie. You don't ever do anything for Arbor Day.
How do you know?
I live with you.
You're always at work on Arbor Day.
When is Arbor Day?
She's got us there. There we go.
I think she just pulled something random out of the hat just so that we couldn't argue with her.
No, I really like Arbor Day. The whole thing of planting trees and yay, trees.
When's the last time you planted a tree?
Yesterday. And then I pruned a bush. Several bushes, actually.
She's got us there. She did do that.
Well, I know she did the pruning. I didn't realize there was a tree planted. Cool.
Well, it was a seed, but yes.
Follow-up question. Was yesterday Arbor Day?
No. But see, that's the greatest thing about Arbor Day. You can celebrate it all the time.
Like Earth Day?
No, Earth Day is a bull, and Michael Jackson ruined it. What's yours?
Independence Day.
America.
Because it's in the middle of the summer. I get a 4-day weekend. There's usually an awesome war with the SCA. And it's a day where you hang out, watch things explode, and burn meat. Boom.
Fair
Best
enough.
holiday ever.
I'm gonna try turning on my microphone. How about that? That works. So I've kind of got a 1-2 punch.
Look up the day.
Well, no, it's I know what the day is. They both happen on. Where are you? They both happen on the 25th of December. One is Christmas, obviously. I'm a big fan of it because why? I like free stuff. If there's free stuff to be had, it's for me. See all events, and the other one I had a name for it. Where is it? Previous events.
Whose birthday is on Christmas?
Fred.
No, it's not Fred. It's it's a name.
Jesus.
Probably also Jesus. And no, he was born in July. Wait,
Sir Isaac Newton.
yes. Thank you.
Not a problem. Takanakwe is the name of the other. Is the other? But am I talking? Yes, I'm talking. Okay. Takanakwe is the other one. It's there's a town in Peru that celebrates basically what you do is you go out and you beat up people who you have a problem with, and usually it happens on December 25th. We celebrated last year on December 26th by me staging a bit of an SCA event, but and by a bit I'm more talking about a minor issue. It was just a group of people that got together and decided to beat the crap out of each other using Rutan sticks, like the one that's in Friday's background, but shorter. So that's my other favorite holiday. Same day, so I'm both count. All right, let's see. Ooh, I like this question because this is the kind of question that really gets you to get to know somebody. What makes you happiest?
That's a really difficult question. That's a very difficult question because there are lots of things that make me happy, and categorizing them is kind of difficult. So I'm going to send that one to Light Wraith first. Go.
Ha ha ha. Okay, seriously, what makes me happiest is seeing Friday super happy. When she's like bouncy and bubbly, it's like the greatest thing ever for me.
I've got so many things that I could say to that, and none of them are positive, even though that should be a positive thing. It's a very positive thing, and oh my gosh. So, Friday, what makes you happiest?
No, wait, we're going in a rotation. So, I passed and he went, and now it's you, and then it'll be back to me. Ha!
So, in other words, you haven't figured out exactly what makes you happiest.
No.
All right. So, thing that makes me happiest is when I actually when I finish a project and it comes out the way I envisioned it in my head, and that's something that happens very rarely. But there's a lot of really really close things that I'm okay with, but that the happiest is like little things. Like even though like Mr. Wiggly Face is actually the best example of that. I mean, that made me deliriously happy for a good bit. Routing made me deliriously happy for a good bit. Like, yeah, you guys see us smoke these these little vape boxes, and usually that's enough because we're trying to be all healthy and stuff and not try to smoke and this, that, and the other thing. And on top of that, smoking around wood chips usually ends up bad if you flick some ashes in the wrong direction. And so, but what that routing thing just made me want to go have an actual cigarette, like real life, light it up, and yeah. So there's that. But yeah, for the most part, it's the happiest thing is when a project comes out right. Second happiest is when it comes out really close to right and makes me giggle. And third, just because I can come up with three and categorize all three of them. And third is learning a new skill in general. So there's that. So Friday.
I still have no idea. I don't know. There are lots of things that make me happy. I don't know. Rainbows and puppies. No, that's not true. Rainbows kind of piss me off. Puppies are cute and fluffy and whatnot, but they tend to bite everything. Which is fine. I mean, they're puppies. That's what they do. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I don't know. I am passing on this one. I have no idea. Apparently, I have lots of introspection to do.
All right. All right. Here we go. What are you most grateful for?
That one's easy. You guys. Ha!
Well, I'm grateful for my family, of course. I'm also grateful for my job that lets me take care of the people I care about.
I'm just grateful for, extreme luck. I'm gonna go with that. No, like I mean, it's everything from meeting you guys to like I've started classes this week, and I started off this week only having half the classes I needed in order to be considered full time for school. So there's that, and then here it is. We are second day of the week, and I am at 100% for the class I need, and I can even go with one more if I so chose. But every class I tried to add, I ended up getting the ad code for. So I'm gonna go with my extreme luck. Oh yeah, and then also the fact that I've got my child's mother and I are not together, and we work really really well together when it comes to how to raise the kid.
So apparently, Mr. Reality, in talking about, how well he and his ex really do get along in terms of raising a child, got kicked off the internet. So he will be back shortly. I think he already is back. Are you back? I don't know. We shall see. Try saying something.
Something. There we go. All right. So there's that. So hey, what do you know? It's amazing why it decided to kick me off first. I'm not going to say like the internet connection is racist or nothing, but maybe.
That's exactly it. The internet is racist.
Well, yeah, you spent time on /poll. Uh, all right, so here we go. What makes you angry?
So much makes me angry. People that talk in the theater, honestly, shut the heck up. People with really, really terrible grammar. You've been speaking this language your whole life. Like someone who is new to English or it's their second language, it's totally understandable. But I mean, everybody's gone through a lot of schooling to get there. People that use you when they text message.
As in the letter?
Mm-hmm. Liars. Liars piss me off. Like nothing. Okay, yes, that makes me angriest. I think nothing makes me more angry than liars.
Idiots. Idiots are the bane of my existence. I deal with, people that have all of the training and knowledge to know how to do things, and they just refuse to use their brain. It drives me batty.
I think that's more laziness.
Laziness is really the difference between being an idiot and just ignorant. If you're ignorant, you have an acceptable excuse. An idiot, no. Of course, my grammar was terrible in that particular setting, so we're going to pass that on. The other thing close behind that is disloyalty. If you have made a promise or owe friendship to somebody for any reason whatsoever and turn your back on that, it drives me up the wall.
Mr. R.
Okay. This is going to seem incredible. I've learned today that I am not at all capable of being on the internet. Period. Because the thing that makes me the most angry, the thing that makes me want to find a kitten and just punch it in the face repeatedly. Not once. No, we're talking like 6 or 7 times. Is people who see somebody who does something on the internet, whatever it is, and just a blanket statement. Well, that sucks. You're an idiot, or what have you. And doesn't offer. They're whiners. They're complainers. And actually, you know what? No, that's across the board, not just the internet. Whiners and complainers are the people who cannot come up with a solution to the problem that they're having difficulty with, and that just makes me want to find a kitten, wring their neck out, figure out new technology. Like, I want to invent new technology just so I can punch somebody in the face through the internet. I think that would be phenomenal. Is that on the way?
That would sell really, really well.
Do you want trolls? Because what you just said is the invocation to summon trolls.
I understand that. And you know what? I will continue to respond to any troll the same way I have been, which is very simply, I will ask the question, oh, you didn't like that? Why? Because if they can come up with a solution, then that's awesome. If they can't come up with a solution, then obviously they're freaking idiots, and I don't have to worry about them. That's how I deal with it. Why? Because I have a solution to my problems. All right, and let's see. So, what motivates you to work hard?
Okay, for me, there are a couple of things. One, constantly want to improve myself, whether it's learning something or creating better relationships, or really I like learning a lot of things, so that's incredibly motivating to me. Two, my kids, and I know that's sappy, but get over it. And three, just curiosity. Like, I don't like just sitting and doing nothing, so I'm motivated to work hard, because otherwise it just feels like stagnating, and I'm not a fan of that.
For me, it's three things. One, challenge. The more impossible something is known to be, the more determined I am to make sure that it can be done. Two, encouragement. And three, is knowing that the work is appreciated. When those three combined, good luck getting me to stop working on something.
See, and it's interesting because, like, for you, I feel like a lot of the motivation is external, whereas for me, a lot of it is internal. And when I get external, like, hey, yay, you're doing a keep going, and recognition, it like, nope, I will drop it.
For me, it's a mix. So the second two are probably an even balance with the first one. If I'm interested in something and see a challenge to it, and have something I can grab a hold of to just tear into it, like if I'm working on scripting or something like that, then it's for myself. It's to learn how to do it better, to do something that hasn't been done before. But not that many things are like that. So to balance that out on the things that I can't do that with, I need that encouragement and appreciation to be an alternate driving force.
Fair enough.
Fantastic. I like it. I'm a big fan. Which makes my motivation to work hard like now I feel like a complete and total jerk, because it's gonna sound like a joke answer, and it's not. So before anybody goes out judging me, going, oh well, he's just giving out joke answers as opposed to actual answers, the honest to God answer for what motivates me: strippers. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what it is about strippers. I'm a member of a subreddit, strippers on the job, and I will periodically peruse that site, and then immediately it's like, okay, the things I need to go to get done, so I can continue to come back here and look at strippers, is huge.
Do you know what you're getting for your next birthday?
Having never been to this Reddit, do you mean dancing strippers or wire strippers?
I can't believe that question. I cannot believe that question was just asked. The dancing kind.
Really? Are they like dancing wire strippers? Because some of those wire strippers are awesome.
They really know how to move their handles.
Okay, so I am talking about the live female strippers, and little secret hint, some of the male ones too. If it's workout time, believe it or not, like I don't want to see like elephant trunks or what have you. I want to see let me see your abs. Oh, hey, cool, that's awesome. I'm gonna go like do a whole bunch of sit-ups because that's what I do. I don't know. And if it's almost anything else, show me a redheaded stripper and I will do whatever needs to be done. Hey, you want to take out the garbage? Here's a picture of a redheaded stripper. Okay. I'll be all over that.
Oh my god, I'm so abusing this.
Thanks.
Hey, look at it this way. You get to see strippers, so
there's that. But all of that having been said, and me laying that little last tidbit out completely bare with my head in my hands, oh boy. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this up, see how this played out. And, hopefully, it is much better than the last one. And with that, okay, so for this week's Kink question of the week, what is your favorite first date question to ask? We still got quite a bit to go. I ended up with 5 pages of this, so I've got the next group of questions we get as we're trying to figure this out is going to be the sexy stuff, and that's 50 questions of stuff relating to sex that can start conversations for your next interview date. Well, obviously not your interview, because I really don't think a good question to ask at the end of an interview when they say, well, do you have any questions for me? Yeah, yes, potential future Mothman. Have you ever gone skinny dipping? I don't think that's a good question.
Well, unless you're working in a pool company.
True.
Or like one of those travel companies.
Okay. So there's a lot
for nudists.
Are you done?
I'm just saying. Yes.
I'm not sure she's ever really done.
He's got a point.